Part 8, and the teaching of Mashiach, the Torah. The fifth division of the Tuat. The boat of Ra, having travelled past the fourth division, now passes into the fifth division. As before, Zah here is in the bow, and HEKA here is in the stern. The serpent MEHEN envelopes Ra. Before the god Ra, in the middle register, there are 9 shrouded gods with projecting elbows, indicating space, and holding the serpent ENNNUTCHI, indicating a period of time has passed. 12 gods stand before a god, holding a sceptre. He is described as the god of his angle, who puts these gods in their dwellings. The fact the 9 gods are shrouded indicates that they are awaiting their allotted space. As we see in the Bible, before the tribes are given their inheritance, they must wait for the conquest of the land, which we read in Joshua chapter 11 verse 23, before it is divided amongst the 12 tribes, and here represented here by these 12 gods. These are the 12 gods that stand before the god of his angle, that suggest the use of geometry in order to place these 12 gods in the land. The text referring to the 12 gods in the middle register reads, "The gods of the Tuat draw along this great god, and he journeyeth through the hidden place. Draw ye me along, O ye gods of the Tuat, and sing praises unto me. And ye who are at the head of the stars, let your cords be strong, and draw ye me along by means of them. And let your hands and arms be strong, be steady. Let there be speed in your legs. Let there be strong intent in our souls, and let your hearts be glad. Open ye a prosperous way into the chambers of hidden things." We move to the upper register, and we are given an easy reference to the scriptural correspondences. For the pictorial for the fifth division, as we see, 4 kings here holding sceptres that stand before 12 gods here, who hold a long cord in their hands. The 12 gods are called the holders of the cord of the Tuat, that measure the estates of them who keep the law. The length of this cord means that some time has passed, and this duration of time is indicated in Joshua chapter 13 verse 1. The Tanakh tells us that Joshua is very old as he divides up the land. As regards the 4 kings, we see in the register here Joshua chapter 12:24, which reveals that 31 kings were defeated in Israel. The numerology for the number 31 equals 4. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Hence, the Bible scribes are disguising the Egyptian text through a numerology, but here they are revealed clearly. The passage that refers to the 12 holders of the cord states, "These are they who hold the measuring cord in Emmentet, and they go over therewith the fields of the queue. Take ye the cord, draw it tight, and mark out the limit, or the passage of the fields of Emmentet. The queue whereof are in your abodes, and the gods whereof are on your thrones. Your possessions are yours, and ye gods, your homestead, are yours, O ye queue." As regards the inheritance of the tribes, the Lord states to Joshua in Joshua chapter 13 verse 7, "Now therefore divide this land for inheritance until the 9 tribes." and the half-tribe of Manasseh, with whom the Reubenites and the Gadites have received their inheritance, which Moses gave them beyond Jordan eastward, even as Moses the servant of the Lord gave them. In Joshua chapters 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17, we read that the land was divided up among the 12 tribes of Israel. The tent of meeting was then set up at Shiloh, which we read in Joshua chapter 18, verse 1, the site the Israelites praised the Lord. In the upper register of the 5th division of the Tuat, we see there are 12 gods here that bow in prayer. The Egyptian text referring to them reads, "These are they who drew Ra upon earth, and who made offerings unto him. Their offerings are in their place, and their glory is in the holy place of Amentet." In the lower register, we see 8 divine sovereign chiefs here, standing before 12 men here, who hold a long serpent, and next to them are 16 men here, in 4 groups described in the text as Libyans, Negroes, Amu, and Egyptians, that stand before Horus the Aged here, leaning on his staff. This last section of the 5th division of the Tuat ends the book of Joshua. The 8 divine chiefs here are represented in the Tanakh as the 7 tribal heads that received the lots of lands with the tribe of Levi, i.e. making 8. Though their portion was the cities of refuge given in Joshua chapter 18, 19 and 20. The 12 gods here that hold the serpents are described in the Egyptian text as holders of the period of time in Amentet. This symbolically suggests a long period of time have elapsed, and this duration of time is taken up in the Bible after the allotment of land to the tribal heads. And we read in Joshua chapter 23 verse 1 to 4. "And it came to pass a long time, after that the Lord had given rest unto Israel from all their enemies round about, that Joshua waxed old and stricken in age. And Joshua called for all of Israel, and for all their elders, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and said unto them, I am old and stricken in age, and ye have seen all that the Lord your God hath done unto all these nations before you. For the Lord your God is he that hath fought for you. Behold, I have divided unto you by lot these nations that remain to be inheritance for your tribe." Finally, we see Horus the Aged addressing the 16 men here, comprising 4 groups of peoples, and this is represented as the farewell address of Joshua to the tribes, as he recounts the history of Israel, Joshua chapter 24, verses 1 to 28. We notice that he begins first with the story of Abraham and the plagues in Egypt. Then he speaks about the conflict with the Amorites, then the story of Balak, and finally with the conquest of Canaan, in the same order for the groups of peoples found in the text of the 5th division of the Tuat. The Bible writer is very negative towards the 4 nations, but as we see in the Egyptian text, these other men are given a positive reading. We have come to the end of the 5th division of the Tuat, and this closes the book of Joshua also. Horus the Aged no longer appears in the Tuat. In accordance, Joshua has departed from the scriptures. As we begin the 6th division of the Tuat, we see Isaiah sitting in his judgment hall chair. The next book in the Bible is called Judges.